free shipping today. So if you ever wanted to stock up on jewelry or really think about gift giving, with the 5 flex and the free shipping, that's actually a first. So we've never really had that combination until today, which is great. All right, so Jay, talk about this one too. So this is brand new.
Okay, brand spanking new, and this is the first time you have 5 different materials from 5 different countries and 3 different continents, all in one unique design. And what I'm trying to do here is take some of my higher end materials that I have, combine them together. To be honest with you, what I'm trying to do is replace rainbow calsilica.
Yes.
That's been the big challenge. That's the new challenge in my career. Because if I hear, how come you don't bring back the rainbow calsilica one more time, I think I'm just going to get a sign that I just hand out to people. There is no more.
You do a business card.
Yeah, business
Jay
card.
King, no more
rainbow calsilica. So you get the same effect on it. This is brand new. What do you have
color
here?
combo.
So you've got lapis, you've got a Korean serpentine, you have a pink opal from Australia. There is thulite, okay, and we'll talk about
thulite.
Wait,
what's the minty?
The red one in the middle, that's thulite. That's from Norway. That only comes from one location in the entire world.
That's cool.
And it comes off a farm. And then you've got, of course, that beautiful, gorgeous lapis.
And yellow meadow stone.
And that's a serpentine. And then see the kind of minty, it's almost like a key lime pie.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually gaspiite, and that comes from a small deposit up in southern Africa. So you just got such cool stones, and these are some of my higher end materials that actually that I put in a lot of my designs. And the thing, and I know I say this all the time, but it's the truth. If you could see my workshop, where my wife calls it my man cave. I don't know why, because it's my office. She says most people don't have fishing rods and Harleys in their office, but I'm unusual. That's right. But you will see that if you have to know that I'm an extremely neat person. Okay, my wife and I, that's why we get along so well. We're both very organized, very neat people, right? We like everything has a place, everything's in its place. I'm just like that. If you go into where I work, right, like especially if I get in like a design frame of mind and you go into my office, you would just go, you were robbed?
Oh, seriously? Yeah, just everything's scattered?
Everything's out on I have these big tables, everything's like scattered on the tables. If you can see, like I just have rows and rows and rows of specimens. I probably have, that I work with at least 3,000 specimens, even more than that, of different materials and stuff. And here's what I do is I'm very visual on, I'll sit there and I'll draw forever, and I do a lot of drawings and designs, but I never really can, it's just a cool design, but the way that I finally put it together is I get out the rough materials and you start combining things and you see really what works and what really kind of doesn't work, and you'll be amazed. I mean, colors that, like I have color palettes and stuff like that, what I have in inventory and everything, and so I go through those pictures and I'm just dead. I can't pick anything. But man, I start laying out those specimens, and that's how this came about. I actually drew this up. Drew the setup on what I was going to do, and then I was trying to figure out, okay, that's a cool design. So what am I going to use? And I just started putting these materials together, and I think it turned out really good. Especially, you can, depending on where you live, you could probably wear this year round. Oh, yeah. But definitely, summer and spring. Perfect color combination when you're wearing lighter colors. Even like what you're wearing today would be perfect. Yeah. All the different things. If you think any of the colors that you have, it'll pick up on this.
Well, with the dark colors in there too, again, you go back to, say, your blue jeans. So any indigo and jeans and you name it. And what I love is how you played with the carving of the stones. It's not all identical. Some of them have interesting facets on it. Then there's round stones, and that makes it a little bit more playful, actually a little bit more unique and unusual.
What you want to do, and what I like to do is, well, I like things that are three-dimensional, unusual. I love, I've gotten into this thing where I facet. I can't get away from it.
I love it, though.
No, but I'm addicted. But you'd be amazed. I mean, not every material will actually facet. So these are what we call freeform facets, but these are all hand cut. They're all hand dyed. There is no machine that will do that. I mean, think about this, okay? There is no machine that would cut any. There are machines that cut the round beads, but there is no machine that will cut the freeform facet beads.
Right, and basically, you started out with basically really an interesting shape, but you didn't go so far off. Like it's unexpected. The shapes are very unexpected in this, and the faceting's unexpected.
Well, you know, and yeah, I like the effect that it, you know, like it graduates down, and even that, it's not a traditional graduation, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be, it doesn't even have that, but it comes down and then it ends beautifully in that through light. And here again, of these materials, that are in of the 5 materials that are in this, they're some of my top materials. This isn't material I'm just trying to get rid of, right? They're actually some of the top materials that I use.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up on this, guys. Stay on the line. Again, the earrings are still available. Everything 5 flex, everything free shipping. Yay, we love that. And just stay right there. Yeah, there's only a couple hundred left in the necklace. Okay, so now we got a lot to tell you about. Okay, coming up, we've got some great, oh yeah.